Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a nearly 1 hour strengthening class. So it's not really so much of a flow class. We do a little bit of standing poses in the middle, but we really work on abdominal strengthening, back body strengthening, and hip flexor strengthening in this class. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you've got comments or feedback or anything like that, let me know in the comment section or on my Instagram. We're going to get started today lying on our backs. Start lying on your back. Feet planted, knees up towards the sky, arms in a cactus position. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. A big open mouth exhale. Seal through the lips, start to breathe in and out through the nose. And then you're going to take your hands to the belly, take your thumbs to your lower ribs, and take your index fingers to your frontal hip points. See that there's an even distance between the hips and the ribs on both sides. And then as you inhale, you're going to arch the spine away from the mat. See that the distance between your fingers increases. And then as you exhale, press the spine into the mat. Feel the belly contract and feel the distance shorten. Inhale, arch and widen. Exhale, contract and shorten. Take 3 more like that. As you inhale, you should feel your belly expand between your fingers. Now come to a neutral spine, so somewhere between that arch and tuck, there should be a natural curve in your lower back. The back of the ribs should be down on the floor, and there should be an even distance on both sides between the hips and the ribs. Take an inhale like this, and then as you exhale, float the right leg up to tabletop, and then the left leg. Notice that nothing changed in your pelvis. You haven't started to smush the lower back into the floor, and one side hasn't hiked up as opposed to the other. Keep the hands on the ribs and the pelvis. Take an inhale, exhale. As you inhale, you're going to tap the right heel to the floor. Exhale, draw it back to tabletop. Inhale, tap the left heel to the floor. Exhale, back to tabletop. Keep going like this. See if you can relax through the shoulders. Maybe lengthen the back of the neck by thinking of reaching the crown of the head towards the top of the mat. And all the while noticing that that distance between your thumb and your finger doesn't change. Keep taking nice deep breaths. Feel the rise and fall of the belly. Take 1 more like this on each side. The knee comes just above the hip. You're not drawing the knee into the chest. You can keep going like that, or as you inhale, you're going to extend the right knee as if you're trying to tap a target at the end of your mat. Exhale to tabletop. Inhale, extend the left knee. Notice that you're not hiking one side of the pelvis. Exhale to tabletop. 4 more just like this on each side. If you're doing this right, you should really be feeling this already. 1 more each side. bring the legs back to tabletop. Feel free to stay with either of those variations, or this time as you inhale, you're going to take both heels down to the floor. Exhale, bring them back up. Inhale, both heels down to the floor. Exhale, bring them back up. So we're just moving the legs in the hip sockets, nothing else is changing. You will definitely feel the hip flexors working, and that is fine. Two more like this. And draw the knees in towards the chest, give them a little bit of a squeeze. Take a break. And then you're going to float your legs back up to tabletop. From here, you can feel free to stay with the bent leg variation. Otherwise, you're going to extend the knees so that the legs come straight up towards the sky, hip distance apart. Take the thumbs back to the ribs, the fingers back to the hips. Take an inhale in your neutral spine. And then as you exhale, you're slowly going to start to lower the legs. Only lower to the point where you feel that space between your thumbs and fingers start to expand, or your shoulders start to lift, you start to get really tense. Then take an inhale. Exhale, slowly bring it all the way back up, feet above the hips. This time, inhale as you lower. And then when you meet your edge, you're going to bring it back up. And we're going to take 4 more. Don't worry if you're going faster or slower than me. If you finish before me, you can either take a break or you can keep going. And of course, if you're going slower than me, then you can always pause and meet us when you're ready. From here, you're going to keep the feet above the hip points. Feel free to bend the knees. Take the hands, interlace them behind the head, elbows are wide. Take an inhale. This time as you exhale, maybe take one hand to the center of the ribs and then the center of the pelvis. As you exhale, you want to think of sliding the ribs towards the pelvis as you peel the spine up. And then as you inhale, slowly lengthen that space. Exhale, think of sliding the ribs towards the pelvis. Inhale, lengthen the space. We're going to take 8 more really slow little crunches like that. Keep long through the back of the neck, the elbow points stay wide, and the knees or the feet stay directly above the hips. Last one. Inhale, slowly lower it down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give it a little bit of a sway from side to side. The last thing here before we start to make our way up a little bit. So bring yourself back into that neutral spine. Bring the legs back up into tabletop. Feel free to take heel taps again, otherwise this time you're going to reach the hands up towards the sky. As you inhale, you're going to tap left heel as you reach the right arm back. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale, right leg, left hand. Inhale, center. 2 more on each side like this. Make sure that as you extend the limbs, you're not shortening through one side of the torso as opposed to the other. Try and keep lengthened through both sides of the waist. Feel free to keep going like this. Otherwise, this time you're going to extend the left leg like you're reaching for that target. Exhale, bring arm and leg back. Inhale, extend the right leg like you're reaching for a target. Exhale, bring it back. 2 more on each side. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, hug those knees in towards the chest. Glue the inner knees together, glue the inner ankles together, and see if you can squeeze the heels towards the bum, engaging through the hamstrings. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, think of tucking the chin towards the chest as you roll the upper spine up, bringing the nose towards the knees. Keep this tight little ball. See if you can do it without flicking the heels away from the bum. You're going to start to rock and roll the length of your spine until you start coming into nice steady rolls, catching your balance on your sit bones and then again on your shoulders. If you can, try and not tap the feet to the floor. So by trying to keep those heels towards the butt, you're using the strength of your center as opposed to just flinging your legs and using momentum. Take 1 more. And we're going to roll back. This time cross the ankles, roll over the shins, make your way into a tabletop position. As you inhale, drop the belly, cow breath. Exhale, press the floor away, round the spine. Inhale, sternum through the gateway of the arms, tail to the sky. Exhale, cat. 1 more each direction. Come into a neutral spine. Keep the pelvis even. Keep the right hip above the right knee. As you inhale, extend the left leg long, the right arm forward. Left toes point towards the ground. Take another inhale in your spinal balance. And then as you exhale, round the spine, tap knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tap knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Take 3 more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale in your spinal balance. Inhale, tap the fingers and toes. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Take 3 more. Keep pressing the floor away with that left hand. Don't collapse into the left shoulder. And make sure you're not hiking through the right side of your waist. Keep drawing that right hip up and back. Take an inhale in your spinal balance. Exhale, come to neutral. Inhale, cow belly breath. Exhale to cat. Inhale into your neutral. Exhale, reset. Inhale, left hip stays over left knee as you extend the right leg and the left arm. Exhale, round out, tap knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Take 4 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, neutral pelvis. Inhale, tap fingers and toes. Exhale to lift. 4 more. Inhale here. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck underneath the toes. Inhale, cow belly. Exhale, come to a neutral spine, lift the knees to hover. Take a peek down, make sure both knees are equal distance from the mat and they're directly underneath the hips. We're going to take 3 more breaths here in our bear pose. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pike the hips up and back. We're in a bit of a shorter downward dog. Inhale, come back into your bear pose. Knees come to hover. Exhale, downward dog. 3 more just like that. Inhale into your bear. Exhale into your dog. This time, step the feet back so that you're in a regular downward dog. Look forward, ripple through the spine as you inhale. Bend the knees to hover, send the hips back to the heels. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, ripple through the spine to your plank. Exhale, bend the knees to hover, hips to heels, downward dog. Take 3 more just like that. Bring it back into your plank and then set one knee down, set the other knee down. We're back in our tabletop position. Reposition the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck under the toes, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, lift up into your bear pose. Just like we did in spinal balance, as you inhale, you're going to send the right leg back, the left leg forward. Left hand forward, right leg back. Exhale, set it down. Inhale to switch. Exhale, set it down. We're doing 4 more on each side. Make sure that the hovering knee isn't swinging in towards the midline. You're not collapsing through one side of the pelvis, and you're nice and strong through the shoulders. If this is too much, of course, just bring the knees back down to the floor. Inhale into your bear. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank. And then as you exhale, we're going to lower all the way down onto the belly. We're going to do a little bit of back work before we get back into the front. First of all, take the fingers off to the sides of the mat. Tent the fingers, elbows up to the sky. Inhale, peel the chest up for a wide armed cobra. Exhale, dip the right shoulder, look to the left. Inhale, draw yourself up through center. Exhale, dip left shoulder, look to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, look left. Inhale through center. Exhale, look right. One more time on each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, peel it down. Hands underneath the shoulders, press the tops of the feet to the mat. Elbows draw back as you inhale. Press the front of the pelvis down. Peel up through the chest. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, lead with the crown of the head, lead with the sternum, coming all the way up into your baby cobra. Exhale, peel it down. Inhale, roll up, keep lengthening lower back. Exhale, come down. 2 more like this. Back of the neck is long. This time you're going to bring the hands out to a cactus position. Take an inhale. As you exhale, same thing. Lead with the sternum and the crown of the head. Peel the chest off. You probably won't get very far. Exhale, roll it down. This time inhale and then lift on your exhale. Inhale, peel it down. Exhale, lift. Keep engaged through the legs. Inhale, lower. 2 more. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. Rest the forehead on the hands. Bring the inner edges of the feet together and then take the knees as wide as the mat. So you're kind of in like a little frog position. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift the feet up to the sky. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale to lift. You should feel the glutes and the hamstrings engaging. We're going for 10, so you've got 8 more. Lengthen out through the legs. Bring the hands down by the sides of the bodies, palms face up. Take an inhale, peel the shoulders away from the floor. And then as you exhale, press into the tops of the feet, press into the tops of the hands, lift up, Shalabhasana variation. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Keep the hands pressing, the shoulders away from the floor. Inhale to lower. 1 more like this. Exhale to lift. This time inhale, hold. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, just tap the toes down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap the toes down. Exhale, lift. Hold the toes up. Inhale here. Exhale. Think of high-fiving the sky with the hands. Inhale, tap them down. Exhale, high-five the sky. Inhale, tap them down. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, release everything. This time as you exhale, lift everything. Big toes are touching. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale to lift. Lengthen the lower back. Lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, tap it down. Just 3 more. Inhale, lower down, take the hands underneath the shoulders, take an exhale, tabletop or plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, elbows hug the ribs as you lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. 1 more, exhale, chaturanga and hold. Collarbones are wide, elbows are high, shoulders are higher than the elbows. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up as you inhale. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Keep the pelvis even. As you exhale, make sure you're not shortening one side of the waist. Draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forwards. Just two more. Exhale, shift forwards and hold. Inhale, tap the shin to the floor. Exhale, draw it to the chest. Inhale to tap. Exhale it in. Three more. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot all the way through in between the hands. Lower the back knee. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, raise up, Anjaneyasana. Feel that nice stretch through the left hip flexor. Draw the right hip back, reach the sternum tall. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, straighten out through that front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Shift the hips slightly to the right. And then think of drawing that right hip crease back as you reach the sternum forward. Feel free to play around with the point and the flex of the right foot. Bend into that right knee. Inhale, reach the sternum forward. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Four more. Hold it forward. Inhale, tap the shin. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Three more. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot all the way through. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, straighten out through that front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Then through the left knee, inhale, reach the sternum forward. And then as you exhale, step it back, plank pose. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank, exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the backs of the wrists. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We'll take a couple of Surya Namaskar A's. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float to chaturanga. Then lower all the way to the belly. Shoot the arms forward, the legs back. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to raise. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, pause. Lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, raise up into your locust variation, arms and legs long. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step, walk or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to raise. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. Pause in your chaturanga, then lower all the way down. Inhale, Shalabhasana. Exhale, downward dog. Step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Just 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower all the way down. Inhale, Shalabhasana. Exhale, downward dog. Step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, pause. Lower all the way down. Inhale, Shalabhasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, tap the shin. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Keep the left knee lifted as you inhale. Come up into your crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, reach the torso forward. Draw the right hip back. Reach the fingers towards the front of the mat like you're reaching for something just beyond your grasp. If that's too much, always feel free to sweep the arms back behind you. Take one more inhale. Exhale, straighten out through that front leg. Extended pyramid pose. Left heel reaches towards the ground. Right leg is straight. Start to rebend into that right leg. Shift the weight into the right leg and lift all the way up into your warrior 3. Hands can go wherever is comfortable for you. Maybe you take the hands to the pelvis first. See if you can draw that right hip up and back, the left hip slightly down and forward. Left toes point towards the ground. Sternum and shoulders are also even to the ground. Arms out in front will be more challenging, but don't take them there if you're going to lose what's going on in your pelvis and leg. That's where the strength is. On your next inhale, come all the way up to standing staff. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. As you exhale, extend the knee. Inhale to bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale to bend. 3 more, shoulders directly over the hips, and make sure that that left hip isn't rotating back towards the back of the mat. Bend the knee, come back through your warrior 3. Again, maybe you're adjusting the pelvis. As you inhale, you're going to tap the left toes to the floor. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. 3 more, even length on both sides of the torso. Fold forward, standing splits. Feel free to stay here if you have a handstand practice or you want to play with handstand hops. You can feel free to take that. knowing that some days things work and other days they just do not. Plant that right foot down if you came up, step the left leg back, inhale, shine the chest forward in your runner's lunge. Exhale, step it back to plank. Ground down through the right hand and the left foot. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Inhale, tap the fingers and toes. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. 3 more. Feel free to go back to one of the versions we did earlier. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower all the way down onto the belly. This time you're going to interlace the fingers behind the head like you're under a rest. Bring the forehead to the mat. Inhale, elbows lift up off the mat. And then as you exhale, lengthen through the pelvis, the lower back. Lift the head and chest. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Those elbows keep reaching wide up towards the sky. This time, keep the head and chest lifted. Think of pressing the back of the head into the hands. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the legs, hips distance apart. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. 3 more. Inhale, set everything down. Exhale, lift everything. 4 more. Hands underneath the shoulders, take an inhale. Exhale, plank or tabletop. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale here, reset yourself on the mat. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tap the shin. Exhale, draw it to the chest. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the left leg forward, keep the right knee lifted. Inhale into your crescent lunge. Exhale, come forward into your power lunge, drawing that left hip crease back, hugging it into the midline. Inhale, exhale, extended pyramid pose. Start to bend through the left knee, shift forward, coming up into your warrior 3. Again, taking the hands to the hips. This time, that left hip will come up and back. The right hip will come down and forward. Keep lifting the right leg strongly behind you. All 5 toes point to the floor. Come all the way up to standing. Draw the right knee into the chest, arms extend above you. Inhale here. Exhale, extend right knee. Inhale to bend. Exhale, extend, engage the quad. 3 more. Bend the knees, start to shift the hips forward, take the hands back to the pelvis. Establish your warrior 3. Inhale, tap the toes. Exhale to lift. 4 more. Inhale here. Exhale, standing splits. Again, option to stay or option to take an inversion. Today. If you came upside down, float that left leg down, step the right leg all the way back. Inhale into your runner's lunge. Exhale into your plank pose. Plant down through left hand, right foot. Inhale, extend right hand, left leg. Exhale. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. 4 more. Shoulders and hips keep facing the floor. Inhale back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. 1 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lower all the way down. This time, take the arms and the legs wide. The big toe sides of the feet will be touching the floor. Palms are facing down. Take an inhale. Exhale, just lift the upper body. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, just the upper body. Inhale, set it down. 1 more time, exhale. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift just the lower body. Keep the turn out of the feet. Inhale, set it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, set it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, everything lifts, starfish. Inhale, tap it down. 4 more just like this. Inhale, draw everything back to the midline. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Draw the big toes together. Shift forward on your exhale, plank pose. Shift to the outside edge of the right foot, the right hand. Inhale, Vashisthasana, side plank. Feel free to modify by dropping the back, the bottom knee, or staggering the feet. The left hip is directly over the right. And the right wrist is either underneath the right shoulder or slightly in front of it. One more inhale. Exhale, come through center. Plant down through the left foot, roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Plant down through left hand, roll to the outside edge of the left foot. And then set yourself up with your alignment points on this side. This time as you exhale, you're going to bring the right forearm down to the mat. Inhale, baby Vashisthasana, angling that right arm in as much as you need to for your shoulder. Same alignment points as before. Take 1 more breath like this. This time as you inhale, you're going to dip the right hip to the floor. Exhale, pick it up. Just 4 more. Inhale to dip. Exhale to lift. Shift to center on your exhale. Inhale, baby Vashisthasana on the left. Set up your alignment. As you inhale, dip the hip. Exhale to lift. 4 more. Inhale here. Exhale, forearm plank. Elbows are shoulder distance apart, forearms are parallel. As you inhale, shift all the way forward onto the tippy toes. And then as you exhale, press back into the heels as much as you can. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press back. 3 more. Slowly start by lowering the knees, lowering the thighs, rolling through the pelvis, and then up through the spine, landing your way into a Sphinx Pose. So elbows are underneath the shoulders or slightly in front, drawing the elbows back towards the hips to shine the chest forward. Don't let the neck disappear into the shoulders. And again, this is one of those poses where if you're doing it right, you should feel it pretty much straight away up in that upper mid-back sort of postural area. Take one more inhale. Tuck under the toes as you exhale, forearm plank. Start to walk the feet in towards the hands for Dolphin Pose. You're going to take a little bit of a longer Dolphin Pose than what you normally would. You've definitely done these if you've practiced with me before. As you inhale, you're going to shift forward, tap the nose between the thumbs. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, take it back. We're only going to do 8 more. Walk it back into your forearm plank. Take an inhale. Exhale. Roll through the legs, through the pelvis, coming back into your Sphinx Pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Last little push on our bellies. Interlace the fingers behind you. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, think of pressing the fist back towards the feet. Broaden through the collarbones, take an inhale. Then as you exhale, you're just going to bend the knees, keep the thighs down, but squeeze the heels to the glutes, engage the hamstrings. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to squeeze, keep the upper body lifted. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, set it down. Turn the head to one side. Change the interlace of the fingers. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, peel yourself up again. This time, bend the knees. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to try and lift the thighs off, but don't let the knees spread apart. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tap it down. Take 3 more, keep the upper body lifted. Inhale, extend the legs, take 1 more breath. Exhale, hands underneath the shoulders, plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float through to a seat. Extend the legs out in front of you. and have a complete mind blank. Come and sit in Dandasana, really active through the thighs. The shoulders are stacking above the hips like you're sitting up against a wall. If you have a wall, that can be really nice to work with. It really gives you good feedback about what your posture is actually doing. Take the hands out to the sides, palms are facing the front. As you inhale, you're going to sweep the arms up and overhead, same as what you did on the back. When you feel the ribs wanting to start to lengthen away from the hips, that's when you've reached your edge. And then as you exhale, you're going to tap the fingers back down. Inhale, lift it up. This is a really good one to do against the wall. Exhale, bring it down. We're going to do 3 more. If you are doing against a wall, see if you can keep the backs of your wrists to the wall the whole time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. This time really round out the spine like you're kind of bending over a barbed wire fence. Really curl out. See if you can stretch the whole back body. Roll yourself up. One more little push of strength. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, or bring the arms out to a capital T position, whatever feels the most supported in your spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to float the right heel up. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left heel. Inhale, set it down. 4 more on each side. Don't let your chin and your head start to sink forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the fingertips down somewhere between the hips and the knees. We're going to press into the fingertips slightly, point through the toes, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, lift both heels off. Inhale, tap them down. Just 4 more. Last one. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Roll up the length of the spine, cross over the ankles. Come one more time into your tabletop position. This time you're going to step the left foot forward. Sneak that right knee back a little bit until you feel a nice hip flexor stretch, reaching the sternum forward. You can feel free to stay here. If you want to get a little bit more into the quad, you're going to bend that right knee, reach back with the left hand for the foot, and then slowly draw the foot in towards the glute. Wherever you are, you're keeping the chest working towards the front of the room. If you have the back foot, slowly release it. Step the left shin back to meet the right, and then step the right foot forward, sneaking that left leg back as much as you need to feel that nice hip flexor stretch through the left hip. Feeling free to stay here. Otherwise, if you're going further, bending through the left knee, reaching back with the right hand, and then drawing the heel in towards the glute. Just noticing the difference from side to side. And then slowly releasing. Stepping that right foot back to meet the left. You're going to cross over the ankles and you're going to come into a cross-legged seated position. From here, inhale, sweep the arms up. And then as you exhale, keeping the sitting bones grounded, you're going to start to walk your torso forward, feeling a nice gentle stretch in through the hips. If, of course, you feel like you need a deeper hip opener, you can feel free to go there, but just bearing in mind we didn't do any hip opening today, so you don't really want to go into any deep expressions of the poses. And start to walk the hands back in, switch the cross of the legs. Inhale, sweep yourself up, sweep your hands up rather, and then as you exhale, grounding down through the sit bones, start to fold yourself forward, walking forward as much as is comfortable for you. And then walking yourself back to center. Take the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, start to twist towards the right. Inhale, bring yourself back through center. And then as you exhale, you're just going to take it over to the other side. Bring yourself through center. Make any other movements that you need to make. And then make your way into your final resting position. So maybe you're rolling down all the way onto your back for Shavasana. Maybe you're staying here in a comfortable seated position. Wherever you are, I invite you to turn the hands up towards the sky. And take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And a nice deep exhale through the mouth. And knowing that even though this wasn't really a traditional yoga flow, you've still worked your body. And I encourage you to just take a moment of gratitude for your body and all the strength it has, all the amazing things that it does for you. And feel free to hang out here for as long as serves you, as long as you have time for it. Thank you so much for working with me today. Today, as you go forward, may you have conviction in your thoughts, confidence in your words, and truth in your heart. Namaste.